Hey there, Sagittarius. How are you? I hope this finds you well. So we are doing your April weekly reading. It is a general reading, so it may not be able to resonate for all of you. If you want something that is meant for your exact energy, then I do a personals open. And everything that you'll need to know, whether it's about this reading, scheduling personals, Patreon, or the tarot course, all of that is in the description box below for you. Now we are inviting your angels, spirit guides, and ancestors to come in and assist with this reading today. We're going to be pulling some general themes and messages and then getting into your tarot, taking a look at their thoughts, feelings, intentions, and actions, as well as yours. We're also going to look at the outcome and some advice. Okay. I promise I won't hurt you. Waiting. And memories. Ooh, we got false promises at the bottom of the deck. Somebody could be waiting for you to come back to them or return, Sag. I do feel like this is somebody that you've dealt with in the past with this memories energy here. And I almost felt like saying, I promise I won't hurt you again when I pulled it. I feel like this is somebody that you guys have dealt with in the past. And I feel that in the past, this person maybe has made some false promises, right? Maybe they said things and didn't deliver, or they didn't keep their word here. And I feel, yeah, we got cycled. This is somebody I feel like you guys have dealt with, maybe for some of you guys even multiple times in the past, right? And they've always just given you false promises. You have separation here too. They have, I'm trying to stay positive. So yeah, I do feel like they're hoping that you are going to come back to them, give them another chance. You know, they're making more promises here, but because of how many times that they've been false promises in the past, you know, I think it's very hard for you to take that seriously. Now, got the Hangman here for their thoughts, the World card for their feelings, King of Pentacles in the reverse for their intentions, and the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse for their action. So I do feel like you're going to hear from this person. They have the Knight of Swords here. And I do feel like this is, like I said, I feel like this is somebody you guys have dealt with in the past too. I feel like this person is reaching out here. I do feel like they're just having a hard time, you know, moving on. There could be a little bit of a codependent energy that they have going on here. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't look like they're actually willing to do any of the work, right? That's what this looks like to me. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. They're not willing to focus on this. They're not willing to give it the time, effort, and attenergy. Maybe that's a new word we're going to do here, guys. The attention and energy that it deserves, right? Putting in the work, putting in the effort. It's not here. King of Pentacles in the reverse. That's their intention as well. So I'm not a fan of that. Okay, it's saying that's more of a temporary situation. It's saying that this is not something that they're willing to commit to and establish, you know, for the long term. They have the World card here in their heart space. Like I said, I feel like they're just having a hard time closing this out or letting this close out. They're like holding on to it. Got the Hangman. Yeah, very stuck. You know, not wanting to let you go, not wanting to close this out, but also not doing the work that it is required in order to make this work and to keep you. All right, let's take a look at your energy. And maybe that's why it's coming up as false promises. You know, maybe it's just because at the end of the day, that's what these are. There's this, I don't remember, I heard this years ago somewhere and read it somewhere maybe, and it's always kind of stuck in my mind, and that's it's coming up right now. Somebody said, you know, promises are just fancy lies. And, you know, I'm not at a place where I believe that there's a lot, you know, that's true all the time. I'll put it like that. But I feel like in this case, that's why I feel like that's why this is coming up. I feel like that's what your perspective and energy is when it comes to the promises that this person makes, right? Yeah, I find this to be such a big confirmation for you, because they have the Hangman here. They're trying to keep this, they're trying to keep you stuck. They're trying to keep this going, right? And they're not wanting to see you move on. They're not wanting to see you release this, but you are. You got the Hangman in the reverse. The Four of Swords. I feel like you guys are not communicating with this person, or you're going to be cutting off communication with this person. I feel like you're trying to just regain your peace. You guys are building a life, and working on yourself to a space where, you know, you are feeling more at peace. You are okay, you know. I feel like you've done a lot of reflecting on this situation. And you are at peace with your decision, because you know it's what's best for you. Got the Two of Cups here. Kind of wants to come out. These round cards, they can kind of go either way. I do feel like you do still have feelings for this person, with this being kind of in the upright, but with it being kind of in the reverse too. You recognize where that doesn't mean that you guys are in alignment. So yeah, I have love for you. Yeah, we have a connection. Yeah, we have a bond. But this is not in alignment with what's best for me, with who I'm trying to be, with where I'm trying to go. We got the King of Cups here as well. I also feel like that's one of those that wants to come out in the reverse as well. You know, it's kind of sideways, so we'll take it both ways. I do feel like I said, you do feel a very strong connection with this person. You do love them. It's not even something that you're trying to deny. Of course I love you. Of course we have a bond. But we're out of alignment. This is not what's best for me. This is not taking me to my highest form. This is hard for me. This has hurt me. And the King of Cups, you know, in the reverse is somebody who's like putting their guard up emotionally, closing off to something emotionally. It's not saying that you don't have the feelings, it's just that you're guarded when it comes to this person. And I feel like that's probably for the best here, Sag. But we're going to get your potential outcome. Like I said, I would expect communication, so prepare yourself from that. If you don't want to hear from this person, you know, take whatever precautions, or just get yourself in a space where you're prepared for that, so that you're not triggered by that. And we got the Temperance in the reverse, and the Eight of Swords, and the Emperor. Yeah, I feel like you guys are standing your ground with that Emperor. You're having self-control, self-discipline. I do think it could put you in your head with that Eight of Swords energy. You could, I mean, it could bring up a lot of stuff for you, but I do feel like you are in control over yourself and the situation here. The Temperance in the reverse, I feel like you know that it's not the right time. You know, the Temperance is a card of divine timing. It's also a card of, you know, balance and harmony. You know, when this is coming up in the reverse, you know, it talks about, you know, it's just not the right time. You know, things are not in alignment. They are not balanced, right? So I don't think this is turning this person away is going to be necessarily easy for you, but I do feel like you guys are doing it. I am very proud of you for doing what's best for you. We're going to get some advice for you guys now. Like, this may end up being one of the harder things that you've done, but it's definitely going to be worth it, right? All right, let's see what you got here. At the bottom, you got expansion. You can't stay where you are. Create, grow, and evolve. Yeah, you guys are growing, creating, or you are evolving and expanding. It says, in order to let go, we first must see why we are afraid to. Everything we want is on the other side of fear. So if it's hard to let go, if you feel resistance to letting go, you're being asked to look at why. Why are you afraid to let go? Usually we have fears of, what if I end up regretting it? What if I end up by myself? What if I don't meet anybody else? These are fears that keep us holding on. What fears do you have that are keeping you holding on? Sometimes just acknowledging what it is kind of is like looking under, like a little kid, like looking at for the monster under the bed, right? Seeing it's not there, kind of like, you know what, it's okay. Sometimes we just kind of need to face that fear. Spirit saying everything that you want is on the other side of whatever you're afraid of. You have add healthy foods, habits to your daily lifestyle. Got to be in alignment, mind, body, and spirit. Keep going. It will grow. It will build momentum. So for some of you guys here, one of the things that will help you, right, to move on from this situation, or just help you in your life in general, is sometimes it's hard to focus on, you know, cutting things out, right? Oh, I have to restrict this. I have to stop doing this. Instead, focus on what you can add, healthy habits you can add. Maybe that looks like adding a walk. Maybe that looks like adding a healthy snack throughout the day. You know, instead of focusing on what you're taking away, focus on what you can add to benefit. It's a much better energy there, right? But that is what I have for you guys. If it resonates, let me know. If it doesn't, check out your other placements. And if you guys want personal prayers for any reason, you can just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. But if this is where we part, thank you guys so much for being here and for supporting me, and I will see you soon.